What is up, guys? It's Brillymister here and welcome to today's video. If you do enjoy the video, then don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment and subscribe, and hit all the links up down below to Twitch and Discord. Enjoy the video. What is up, everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a loot from 1,500 crystal keys. I used them in the chest in Prifddinas, and yeah, I recorded all of the loot that I got, all of the smithing XP gains that I got from the corrupted ore. So let's hope you enjoy the video. Before we actually get into the full-on breakdown and what I did with the keys, I just want to say a big thank you to a couple of guys in my clan, Majers and Ban, both of which had a nice big stack in their bank of keys that they were willing to sell me. In fact, Majers insisted that I had a clan member discount and wouldn't let me pay full price for them, but Ban I did manage to pay full price, and so I managed to get a vast majority of my keys from there, and it really helped with getting past the Grand Exchange buy limits, which definitely would have been a pain otherwise. It would have been, yeah, I'd have had to wait hours and hours and hours just to get enough keys to be able to do this video, so definite thank you to both those guys for hooking me up with a substantial amount of the crystal keys, even if some of them I did have to assemble myself, but it was definitely worth it. So I got myself 1,500 crystal keys. They bought for 28.5k each, so actually like 4k over GE price, which is yeah, a little bit I've overpaid for them, to be honest. But I'm guessing if you slow bought them, you could probably slow buy them for less. But the price of them, I reckon, has probably gone up due to the update where you can like auto quick bank everything from there now. So I'm going to go and do that and see sort of what I get from the 1,500 keys, how much profit and everything I make from it. I'm also going to maybe in the future compare it to the Tabby chest and see if one of them is considerably better than the other, or vice versa. I'm expecting the Prifddinas one to be the best, but you don't know until you try it. So this here is the setup I'm going to go with, and yeah, I can now just bank it all, so I can just click, bank, which is a nice update because it means in theory I can just go through them so much quicker. Is there a way that I can make that a hotkey? I don't know. Yeah, so we can just spam through it, bank them all, and see sort of what loot we kind of get. I've made 74k so far. I reset my rune metrics and I cleared out every possibility of loot from the bank, apart from corrupted ore and money tree seeds, because I don't want to drop all them, but I have taken a note of how many I've got, so I'll be able to get a correct value from that. Ooh, 120k, that was a nice one. Yeah, so we're going to just keep smashing through this. I've got 1,500 keys to do, so that should give me a decent amount to be able to get sort of like an average kind of loot. I wonder if I'll be lucky and get any sort of Dragonstone armor. The drop rate is officially 1 in 6.8k, so I'm not holding my breath for it, but you know, it'd be pretty awesome if I did get some. But we're just going to keep smashing through all of these keys, take these to burden. You could do this a little bit more optimal than I have. I don't have the teleport, so I can't teleport to the bank to get back, but I have got laceration boots on, so I can bladed dive all the way here, all the way back, and speed it up as much as I possibly can so I can get as many keys per hour. I don't think this is going to take me more than an hour to do 1.5k keys, if I'm honest. Oh, there's my first little corrupted ore. Hopefully it won't take me more than an hour anyway, so I can just smash completely through them, see how many extra keys and everything I get. So we have just finished the 1,500 keys off. It took me 1 hour, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. I have absolutely no idea if this is a good time or how many you're meant to be able to open per hour. All I know is I wish there was like a space bar to like automatically bank it from the interface. From what I can tell, that doesn't work, and you have to like click off it each time, and it makes it really, really tedious. However, according to my rune metrics over that, I have profited 12.7 mil, and that is 10.2 mil GP per hour. I also got at least one magic tree seed that I saw. There might have been more. We'll go through when I have a look at the loot in a minute. So that's at least another mil onto the GP and the GP per hour. But obviously my keys were a little bit over GE price when I bought them, so we're going to get all the loot out now and have a look where we're at. Okay, so in my inventory now I have got all of the loot that I got from this, which is pretty awesome. There's a lot of it here. So I've got all the stuff that's worth money up here, and then, well, I guess the money tree seed is worth between 1 and 1.5 mil. So that's an extra 1 mil onto the thing at the end. And I've also got 7.1k corrupted ore, which is a nice amount of smithing XP. Yeah, it's not a bad amount to get, so I guess it's worth considering if you're on an Iron Man, the actual amount of smithing XP you're going to get from this as well, which is pretty awesome. So if we stick it all in the price checker now, we'll see what we got. So we got 49.87 mil, and I bought the keys for 28.5k each. So I definitely made a decent amount of money here, and like I said, it took an hour and 14 minutes, which is not the longest time ever. So we'll go into the next slides and we will break it all down, work out the GP per hour, the GP per key, and maybe even the smithing amount of XP that I've gained from this as well. So on screen now, you can see like all the breakdown of everything that I got from this. So we got the total loot of 49.87 mil, and my cost of keys was 42.75 mil. So I really think I have paid the price here for overpaying and not waiting to slow buy them for nearer their GE price. Because it brings the profit down quite considerably. So my total profit was 7.12 mil in just straight up sellables, and then if I include 1.5 mil for the money tree seed, that takes it up to 8.62 mil. The fact that it took me 74 minutes to complete all of the keys, it meant that it made my profit per hour 6.89 mil, which is actually rather disappointing. I thought it was going to be way nearer what metrics were saying, but I guess it was going off what it thought was the GE price of the keys. It also brings my profit per key down to only 5.74 K per key, which is not great. I guess if I got lucky and got some of the Dragonstone armor, it would have been a lot higher, like profit and everything all round, but obviously I didn't, so this is just from the standard loot. It is definitely profitable, and 6.8 mil per hour is a decent GP rate, although it's just not as good as what I expected it to be. On the flip side, from the 7,100 corrupted ore I got, that is if you work it out at the base XP of 160 XP per ore, 1.14 mil smithing XP, so that's definitely a nice thing on the side. I've profited 6-7 mil, and I made myself just over 1 mil smithing XP, which I can just nice and AFK at some point, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go on to the next slide now, and I'm going to show an example of what it'd be like if I bought the keys for grand exchange price, and how dramatically the price that you buy them for really does affect your profit. So on this second example here of the breakdown, I've kept my same total loot, the exact same 49.87 mil, but I've taken the key cost as being near the GE price of 24k per key. This then reduces my key cost all the way down to 36 mil, which makes my total profit 13.87 mil, which is, it's not quite double, but it's getting close to being double. And then that obviously has the same knock-on effects to the profit per hour and your profit per key. So take the profit per hour to a much more respectable 11.1 mil per hour, and your profit per key to 9.2k each. So it really does show that if you are going to do this, it is worth waiting the time and slow buying them for a lower price, as you'll definitely just make more money for it in the long run. And as it's something that only has a GE limit of 100 anyway, it's not something you're going to be quickly buying a big amount of anyway. You're always going to be sort of slow buying them, so it's worth just taking that little bit more time to buy them for the cheaper price, and you will definitely make more money with it. That being said, as a money making method, it is definitely not something I'm personally going to try again, as it was particularly unenjoyable, just spam clicking the thingy and going to and from the bank. I'd rather go and do something PVM or Slayer related for a similar or even maybe slightly less GP per hour, but that's just my personal opinion, and I thought I'd showcase this one for you guys today. That is going to conclude it for today's video, so if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see any of my future content. Links to my Discord and my Twitch are in the description down below, and until next time guys, see ya.